questions in just a bit. But for the time being, let's listen in. Let's get you a quick conversation on sugar once again and the policy that's just been unveiled by the CCEA. We have Abinash Verma of ISMA joining in to talk about the impact on the sugar sector. Mr. Verma, thanks for taking this call. So it seems very clear that the government is willing to give this interest-free loan of 6,000 crores, primarily so that mills can pay up farmers. And we know the outstanding dues are over 20,000 crore rupees. What are the details in the policy that you've picked up? What are the riders that mills will have to deal with?
I've still not received any press release from the government, so the details I still don't know. I only saw the interview, the press conference that Mr. Gadkari had given on the television also. And from there only what you picked up, I've almost picked up the same thing. Only a couple of things I could understand from there, I hope I'm right in understanding that, is that the government will be bearing the interest only for 1 year. Unlike the previous occasion, about 1.5 years back, the government gave a similar loan to the industry to pay to the farmers. Then the government was prepared to bear the interest for 5 years. But this time is only for 1 year. And therefore, it doesn't really seem to be an interest-free loan in the true sense. Secondly, they have also probably put a condition that the sugar mills which have cleared X percentage of the total cane price that they had to pay to the farmers by a particular date, only they will be getting the loan, which means that a lot of the sugar companies, a lot of the cooperative mills, could be anywhere around half of the industry, may not be able to avail of this benefit. So we'll have to just see the details which come out in the press release.
You're absolutely right, sir. That's exactly what we've heard from the minister as well, that this interest-free loan, the interest-free part is only for 1 year. After 1 year, mills have to work out the interest payment with banks and have to bear that burden. So if we just talk about at least the 1 year in which the government is taking care of the loan, how much of payment can be expected to the farmers?
See, whatever amount that is given to us, first of all, obviously the banks will look at the balance sheet of each and every sugar company before they actually disburse this amount or sanction this amount. From the previous experience that we have had, the banks take anywhere between 8 months to 12 months to not only sanction and disburse the amount, but then if the amount is really going to come in our hand in 8 to 10 months, obviously the farmers will have to wait for that much of time. So out of this 6,000 crores, this condition really restricts, number one, a lot of balance sheet may not be in a position to really justify the loan from the banks. So out of 6,000 crores, some people may not get it. Secondly, that condition that they should have cleared X percentage of the cane price areas of the farmers. If that also kicks in, then a lot of other sugar mills may not get. So out of 6,000 crore, the actual disbursement may be much lower, could be anywhere 3,000, 4,000 crore also, and that too after 8 to 10 months.
That's a really important statement. So out of 6,000, maybe we'll actually only see money's worth 3,000 to 4,000 go out, and that too after 8 to 10 months. Very quickly, I mean, the minister did mention that the government is looking at a comprehensive solution, a comprehensive sort of strategy for the sugar sector, considering it's been in the doldrums for a long, long time. Any specifics that you'd immediately like to see? We've already seen some changes in duty. Now we see this interest-free loan coming in. What else is it that you're still expecting from the government?
That was a very, very encouraging statement which came from the minister, and which means that the government will probably look at the whole sugar industry in the long run, some kind of a solution to the constant and a regular kind of problem that we are facing. First of all, that we would look at the government to solve our problem is regarding the cane price issue. There is a total mismatch between the cane price and the sugar price realization or the total realization of the industry. So what the Rangarajan committee about 2.5 years back had recommended, and what Maharashtra and Karnataka governments have adopted, if that kind of a thing is adopted across the country, there is a linkage between the sugar price and the sugar cane price,
yeah.
that in the long run will come very handy to solve the industry's problem.
Right.
Secondly, we need to also have some kind of a policy in place to address the surplus sugar production year on year. Because this is not something that the industry willingly produces. It is something that the law of the country requires the sugar industry to crush each and every stick of sugar cane. And
right.
because the high sugar cane prices are attracting farmers to sugar cane, therefore the surplus sugar is produced. Therefore, in the long run, the second solution we would request the government to look at is how do we address this surplus sugar? How can we always continuously export this sugar into the international market?
All right, Mr. Verma, we'll leave it there. Yes, those have been some long-standing demands of the industry for a while now. Let's see what the government actually comes up with.